top 5, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Let's start here. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Chargers, Kansas City, and Buffalo.
Tough to argue against Buffalo right now. They looked amazing week 1.
I got no problem with the list. I do. I'm curious for Tampa Bay, though, after that win against Dallas. Chris Godwin coming off that torn ACL, that hamstring injury. And then also Julio Jones has a history later getting injured. Like that starts to concern me a little bit for Tampa Bay, but I like the list.
Week to week.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fluid, as some people would say.
You know what comes to my mind on that list, guys? Like, if you're Josh Allen, you played an almost flawless game. And not just flawless, but you have you have like the biggest arm ever. You're athletic. You can run. You have a crazy squad around you. Then you watch Patrick Mahomes, and you're like, what does it take to beat this
Max,
guy? Patrick Mahomes is the best player week 1 in the league.
Josh Allen had a decent first half.
He had a great first half.
No,
he threw 2 picks.
No, but
it wasn't really his fault. But still, look, at the end of the day,
it is his fault because they registered underneath his
He put the ball in the receiver's hands. It was a completion.
I love how you do that, though. This is why I go crazy, because Max says it's not his fault. Blah, blah. It's not his fault. But let Jameis Winston throw 30 interceptions.
No, but because that's just a number, 30. But if you point to individual picks that weren't his fault, I would acknowledge it. But when you rack up 30, a lot of those are your fault.
Max,
30.
So if I turn
at the end of the season, Josh Allen not going to have 30 picks.
If I turn the ball over in a basketball game 4 times because guys just didn't catch the ball, at the end of the day, you're going to look at it and say, "Oh, damn, Jay had 4 turnovers."
Right.
Say it wasn't his fault.
You guys are doing it's a little sleight of hand. You're doing. I don't think you even realize
you're doing the sleight of hand.
You're saying
we're not being slick.
Look. You're saying at the end of the season, if a guy has 30 interceptions, he had a lot that were on him. Josh Allen ain't going to have 30 at the end of the season.
No matter what the number is, I am discounting
a certain number. That's not really his fault.
That's not
but
his fault.
still, when you do that,
we know that they're not Josh Allen's fault. We know that.
When you do that, since that's true of everybody, then the ones still who have the most probably still going to have the most, right? They're still probably throwing more than the other dudes.
If there was a 30, I would say Jameis probably would have thrown 18 of them.
Right, and so if Josh Allen winds up with 15, he probably threw 10 of them or 8. So he still threw fewer than right.
I just think the way the game, I mean, even though Josh Allen going on the road into LA, I get it. But just something with Patrick Mahomes, man, just feels like it's poetry.
Extra.
It's
little
poetry.
extra.
You're like, what am I watching?
Mahomes different.
Yeah, but you're going to get, if you're Patrick Mahomes, you're getting the benefit of the doubt. And the reason you're getting the benefit of the doubt is because I got one already. I have an MVP trophy already. On top of that,
and a Super Bowl
MVP.
And a Super Bowl,
and I've been in a Super Bowl twice. As much as we are starting to come around heavy on Josh Allen has a formidable defense. Patrick Mahomes is carrying the Kansas City Chiefs.
No question.
There's a huge difference with that. Buffalo, some would argue Buffalo would still be pretty good had they just get I don't want to say a middle-of-the-road quarterback, but a guy who is like on the verge of Pro Bowl.
They'd still be good.
On the verge of Pro Bowl, right? I mean, they would still be good.
They'd still be good.
That wouldn't be the case for
the
Kansas
if you put
City.
although they have Andy Reid, so they would be better than they should be.
Yeah, but the defense is not very good, and it hasn't been very good since Andy Reid's been there.
I mean, but Reid was going to the playoffs with Alex Smith,
and
who's a nice quarterback.
Yeah,
nice
he went to the playoffs one time with Alex Smith.
Yeah. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.